Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's DknBluez here from a Deacon's Table. I'm going to be doing a little bit of relaxed play from the VeeCraft SMP in Minecraft this morning, maybe for an hour, and just to see how things go. It's just a casual stream, and we are going to well, there's going to be a few adjustments here, as I'm sure you will no doubt know. But we are looking at a few different options. But yeah, we will be having some Minecraft imagery here going on. Sorry, I'm just making sure things are on my screen where they're supposed to be. Why they're not, I have no idea. Um, yeah, here we go. We just need to make sure that we get a yeah. So you guys are getting to see a little bit of the insides of the inner workings of what's going on. As of right now, just trying to make sure that the screen shows what I want it to. No, that should be more than enough, and you guys should be able to see that. Okay. Oops, we're not there yet. We're getting there. Anyway, um, welcome to Minecraft and welcome to Deacon's Table. It is 9:20 in the morning. It's pretty much coffee time for me. Um, rise and shine on Monday morning. I do have a few things going on today, but kind of snowed in. Yes, there is music that will be playing in the background. We're going to get that set up in just a moment, and let's see if we can get that playing at this point in time. And let's see if we can get some music happening. And that's there we go. We got some music happening. So again, we're going to be joining up with the VeeCraft SMP. This is, I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. This is outside my normal streaming activity for VeeCraft, which is on Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is just, again, some relaxed play. It might be me doing some resource gathering, breaking blocks and such. Or it might be some terraforming. It might be a little building. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on with what. So let's log in this morning. Okay, so we are in my base right now. Really, I know a lot, a lot of people are kind of going, "Wow, there's a lot more stuff here than there was um, even during last stream." So yeah, my apologies. I'm just going to turn down that just a tad more. Just want to have it in the background for you guys to listen to as we go. So that it's not completely silent while I putter around. So yeah, we've got all these little sacks that are filled with random stuff. Kind of an interesting part of a mod pack. Really enjoy these. They're almost they're like a shulker box. You can take this stuff with you, but it's very very limited on space. Not a lot of room. Right now we're just making some charcoal, which is what we had originally had planned to do when I logged off yesterday. But yeah, we do have quite a bit. Let's see where we're at. All right, so we're usually good to go. It is getting dark, so we got rid of the beehives from here, and I think I'm gonna get rid of that bush too because it just looks a little odd. It's there. We still got our wolves and we've got our cows, which we have to probably breed up again. It's probably a good time for that. It's just all the stuff that I normally would do. Um, the Monday day-to-days and whatnot. But I definitely need to, because I'm going to need some leather. And it hasn't been 5 minutes of in-game time for me, so that's all right. We'll wait for a few minutes. So yeah, this hasn't really changed, other than the fact that there's labels on many of the barrels now. I've updated a few of the barrels to iron grade so that I have a little bit more storage room, which is important when I'm building stuff. Up here really didn't change much. Jen's Zarpatak is still up here. This is going to be another bay, and then this was a bunkhouse where I had some traders. They will be set free down below, and then I'll have another spot to park more Zarpataks in here. There are now, if you notice, there are some cattails along this part of the riverbed. So it's not overly done. The garden has shrunk down, as you can see, with one little mini fake tree in it. Put a storage shelf in with some empty sacks and so on. Our garbage disposal is hooked up and working. So, example, I'll just throw these out. And there we go. They are now in the lava, and it's garbage. So none of that has actually changed. Skeleton farm has not changed. Inside the interior here, really nothing changed other than an ender chest in. Down below, we do have our rail duper because we're going to need it on the island. Rails are just bloody expensive, and it's not something that I feel like buying every time I turn around. So yes, we do use Minecraft glitches as they're here. This guy's been wandering around now for days down here, so kind of interesting to have him. I'm almost thinking of name tagging him. I think I only own 2 name tags right now. Storage room is coming along. It's pretty much done, except for over here. I mean, we haven't finished. This is going to be my little mini enchanting area. There is the big one upstairs, but then this is the mine shaft, which is what we're going to do here. When you come out see, there's a slime on the other side of this wall. So that's oh, look at that. Let us see if I can get some slime balls. There we go. We got some slime balls now. We're good. So this is an area that I had actually closed off, and that's the intent. I really don't want it all open. It's going to be, a lot of this is for visual appeal. So when you're down in the base area, yeah, that's right. When you're in here and you come out, so yeah, there is an entrance over there, but that's going to actually be closed off on the inside, so only a minecart can get through it and drop off goods. So that's the intent for that area. And then as you come out here with the exit, looks like some caved in areas. You know what I mean? We're going to put some lanterns here rather than torches. Some supports. Another caved in area here. And then we're going to do the same thing here. And then pretty much all, and then periodically down, we'll do more supports, so that there is a little bit more, and then it goes down, and we're going to have the cave-in spots here and there scattered throughout. So, and this area, I'm probably going to actually open it up a little bit, and then have it so it's a drop-off depot maybe, or just even right here. I'll put in some kind of unloader here. It might be an idea. So when the minecart comes in, it just might even close the wall off, but let's figure out what we're going to do here first. I'm not overly familiar with, you know, the dropper setups, other than I'm going to need some hoppers and some comparators and things like that to figure it out, and some redstone torches and whatnot. But that's not something I'm going to do during this stream, and I apologize for my YouTube friends out there that are watching. I don't know why it does that periodically, once in a while. It just doesn't give me a solid stream. So yeah, we're gonna get some more stuff done here. Let's see what we got. Actually, all kinds of random junk piled up in here. Look at that. All right, we're just getting a little cleanup done. So anyway, how's everybody's weekend? It's working for me. Oh, okay. Hey, glad you're able to see on YouTube. I don't know why it gives me this streaming software that I'm using. I really like it. You know, I'm familiar with OBS and all the rest of those. I mean, I use them too. But I've been using this Prism Studios now for quite some time, just because it has a few extra. Yeah, it's because I don't know what it is. I mean, the Twitch is getting the proper bandwidth, but for some reason, as soon as I switch to the YouTube, it gives me every now and again it gives me warnings that it's not sufficient data, or not sufficient strength of the stream. I don't know what it is, so I might play with the settings a little bit at some point. I know it was kind of funny. This season, I actually had said that I am not going to be doing anything underground. Well, guess what? I'm underground again. But that's fine. So yeah, that's the changes we made for the lowest level. As you drop down the workroom, there is, you know, a lava. He's gonna end up in the lava. There is a little bit of a exactly. Well, it's a lot of it is because on the surface, I really don't want to clutter it up with, you know, farms and other like chests everywhere, which I have a habit of. I'm a little bit of a chest monster creator. Sorry, I just need a little bit of a drink there. It's early morning for me, so anyway, so second floor is living area. Not quite finished, but you know, you come up here. This is going to be the master bedroom. Working on it. There'll be a storage closet in here, change room, whatever, armor stands, all the little odds and ends. Yeah, but and the funny thing is, I still like to make even my underground stuff a little more visually appealing. Like this room is going to change. This is going to be going up to some caves up on the third level, where there's, you know, some fishing and other odds and ends. Like I do some fishing here on occasion, where I have my little pet otter, which we're going to name at some point. And the reason I do that is because if you notice right over my left-hand side there by the mini map, it says I am in a river biome. Fishing in a river biome can produce clams on occasion, and there isn't a chance if you feed the clams to the otter that they will produce pearls. And 3 pearls will make a pearl necklace, which gives you some benefits and bonuses if you're wearing one for in the trinket slot. So that's just part of it. I might get to a point where I sell a couple of those here and there. But yeah, it just kind of winds around and goes into some caves and whatnot up here. So just kind of a separate entrance that was worked on in between streams. Kind of really like this. There is spots here for a couple of other different, like maybe bedroom setups or a study or a library or anything like that. We've got, actually, speaking of which, I do have a few more sticks on me. Actually, I can probably make a couple more. Let's make some more sticks so I can at least finish off something I was working on at one point. And that should be enough sticks, I think. So we need to take out the trapdoors. Right. No trapdoors. And the reason I'm doing that, this is our wine cellar. Kind of a pass-through wine cellar. Just some little extra storage is what it is. Good. Why is it not doing it? There. 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 I love the placeable sticks. Create some new... Oops. And there we go. So now we have the kind of the whole wine cellar look as you do a pass through into the kitchen. There's the kitchen space here set up. We got the water, we got the sink, double sink going on. I know you can actually make sinks in this version. I'm just not happy with that look, so I kind of created more of a space for the dining. I'm going to put some pictures here. We've got to do some more storage here. I don't know if I have anything on me right now. No, I don't. I'm going to use barrels and some scaffolding in here to make it look like a shelving unit. Then you've got, of course, the open fireplace on both sides. You got the pass-through into the living room, where you can sit and look out, watch the mobs and all the goodies in the cave below. And then you do the pass-through, the book pass-through, which is over where my mini library and trading hall, just the ones that I find essential. That are here, and then this is going to be, of course, my enchanting room with all the basics in here. So that's pretty much the extent of what I've done on the inside. Let's see what we got here for this guy now. That's one of the ones I've been waiting for, and unfortunately, I now do not have enough emeralds to buy anything to secure it. So let us go get some of those before it's too late, before we don't want to lose the trade. See if I have anything in here to trade with. I don't think so. Nope. We're going to run upstairs. Be into cellar. I just need one. I need some paper. And some books, just in case. And how many emeralds have I got kicking around? Oh, I actually have enough emeralds to buy a book. So I've been waiting for looting. Lucked out on that one. There we go. Now we go back upstairs again. And let's get our looting locked in, and then we're good to go. Yeah, let's just get a looting. There's only one zombified librarian in here, and that's this guy over here, the mending. Well, he's only 6, so he's a little bit cheaper. Just kind of slowly level up some of these guys. Oh, no, what am I doing? What am I doing? That was almost a no-no. Now, I need some bookshelves. Only gives me 2. Kind of a waste of emeralds. But once I start building more emeralds up, it shouldn't be a problem. Don't think I have looting on this sword. I could have done that up there, but whatever. We'll do that up here. So hopefully your weekend went well. Okay. Oh yeah. I was going to put looting on my sword. There we go. Now there's looting on it. Now I'm very happy with that. Now let's go see if it's time to breed the cows up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a little bit more leather. I killed them all off. Excuse me. Oh my word. Wow. My apologies on that one. We're getting there. We're slowly building up a block collection, and yes, this is my extent of a chest monster here on the surface. All part of it. I'm trying to get my dirt blocks and everything else, but I'm slowly going to come up with, once I get some more item frames, I am going to create some more downstairs so that I know where everything is and I can easily find what I'm looking for. So let's take a look down the road here of what I have worked on in between the streams. We'll get down to there in a minute. So let's take the road. This is Blueberry Way that we're on. As you can see, there's blueberry trees up in the lanterns or the lampposts and all along the road. I'm going to probably put a few more in. There's going to be a few more trees here. These were all the resources that Ace gathered up for us by deforesting. And yes, he deforested the entire island. Those of you that were watching the streams know that this whole place had no trees left on it at all. So these are all have been placed where we want them. We have a sign that says this is Blueberry Way. Go down that way, right? It's all there. And then this is where the path becomes, a little bit more rustic with the gravel and the rocky dirt and the coarse dirt and some steps going up as we go up towards the other properties. Now, we know that this is Ghastly Gengar's place. I did damage his building there a little bit, so I'm going to have to fix that at some point. Of course, getting into the more colorful builds, as you can tell, right here on this side, we have Lorelei Redfern's base, and you can see as you go over to the mini chest, this is her mailbox, Lorelei Redfern. She's going to be there. There's a double plot. Like this is her claim here that we're in with some of these animals. Not all the animals are staying here. The zoo is going to be over there on the other island. These chunks here are Malta Starlights. So I know there was some modification done here. Not quite what I'm looking to do. Just don't want to narrow the river down too much. It's got to be usable. So I'm gonna put a retaining wall here for the girls, so that it kind of looks like it's built up a little bit, so they can get more usable grass space. So there'll be like a retaining wall set up to the edge of the property, and coming down this way. So it's getting dark. Let's go over here, steal one of these beds. It's not instant sleep, but it's faster sleep. Could be just a hint. You know, Josh, it could use a little bit more speed to it, a little faster. I don't think is there anybody else there? There's no one else on it with me this morning, so it was pretty quick. But again, that could be the difference between life and death. So the road is going to come up this way. It will go up. There'll be another road here, which I'm going to let Genever let her name. This road is going to go up in behind Gengar's place and head up towards her place here on the mountain, or on the mountain. So it's on the hill. Yes, as you can see, this has been terraformed quite a lot, as most of the holes are now missing. Trying to smooth out spaces for people to use as claims, so there is usable land. There's a lot of hollowness underneath here, so this is Genever's start to her base. And I've done a lot of terraforming here to give her claimable land, and I'm going to fill it in here too. As you can see, here's just some fill-ins. We'll get to that over there in a second. But yeah, I'm still trying to gather enough dirt. I'm always running out of dirt to fill this stuff, and that's part of what we do the stream here for. So this is what we're gonna break some blocks as we head in the direction of something that I was gonna talk about in a minute. You guys remember above where we had the sugarcane farm and the rice crops. I've removed the rice crops because, again, I'm not going to be growing rice crop for the community, and not going to be responsible for that. And I don't think it's something. I think one of the individuals in our Deacon Stable community will be producing probably rice at some point, if we can find out where they can grow it. Now, that area down there, by the way, a lot of you know that I was talking about, well, let's bring the map up again. I think this entire area over down here, where the quarry is all going to be this brownish, dark brown area with Zelkova trees planted throughout. Right. I haven't really noticed anything with rice. I mean, other than the fact you grow it, unless the recipes is what you're referring to, what you can make with it. I really don't know. But yeah, this will all be converted to a Zelkova forest. Ace is going to take his claims over here around the quarry area, and kind of build over there. And then this is going to be our bazaar market with a bridge going. Yeah, I know, Angel. And yo, good to see you. But yeah, we'll have a big bridge going from here right across over to here, and that is Spawn Island. And right now, the only shop being worked on right now is Sailor V's, and that is her slime shop over here. So not sure how this is all going to be done over here, what people are going to work on, but that's the plan. We are going to have some of this area here. Like, this is a farm in a beehive area. We're going to put the zoo in here because, again, it's going to be an unclaimed area because we want people to be able to come in and interact with the zoo. And one of the goals that we would really like to accomplish, I mean, we have all different levels of Minecrafters on our Deacon's Table stream, and some are experienced builders, some are not. Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of really good foods in Farmer's Delight. You know, in a way, there are some of them that are pretty OP, for sure. But one thing I have noticed, I mean, it's not like they've made them extremely easy to craft. Well, they're not hard, but they're time consuming. And I think that's one of the reasons why, even when I was playing in the modded series, I didn't use a lot of those other foods, was simply because it was, just a pain in the ass to uh, make them. It's kind of a cool thing to do. And we have people in our community that absolutely love the whole cooking and farming and that kind of aspect of things. So that's all. Yeah. Yes, we are listening to Spotify. And just for copyright purposes, this is the copyright free music for streamers. So
listening to Spotify while you do whatever it is you're doing. That's exactly why it makes sense to promote your business here.
yeah, eggs are a pain. We're gonna have Ace is gonna have we're gonna set up our chicken farm for the island here. So he's gonna be producing. What we've done here in our community for this group, Angel and of course Josh, is we've assigned or we've picked. Each individual has two growable crops. So Lorelei, for example, is doing wheat and carrots. The basic ones for her. Malta is doing onions and tomatoes, I believe. Janeva's chosen three. She's going to do all the berries. So she's going to do the blueberries, the sweet berries, but also the glowberries to grow them, even though they're not quite the same for recipes. That would be an interesting thing to throw in there, Josh, in the sweet berry foods, is to come up with some modification recipes for glowberries. Maybe some glowberry juice or something like that. I haven't really looked too much into the details of what you've already done with the sweet berry foods mod, which is, by the way, fantastic for viewers out there watching it. You can find it on CurseForge. It's the sweet berry mod. It's a very the one thing I like about yeah, it's either you don't have enough eggs, or all of a sudden there's just like, where did they all come from? I remember that in modded. I started that little tiny chicken farm because I needed a couple of feathers, and next thing I know, there's eggs just filling like 15 double barrels and or double chests, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. So yeah, it's either you don't have enough or there's too many. The nice thing is with dispensers, you can pretty much automate any kind of a chicken farm you want, right? So well, we're just clearing out some more dirt, doing more terraforming. There's been a lot of terraforming, I'm telling you. It's when I've been doing it, and that's a lot of the reason why when I'm online in between streams, sometimes I'm on for several hours because I'm trying to figure out something redstone-y, because I'm not the greatest redstone person. And that it's different when I'm in creative and I'm planning something out. I can take my time trying to figure out how the redstone works, but when I'm doing it in a stream or on the fly, not so smooth, to say the least. So we're getting there. There's been a lot of terraforming. See, I mentioned we were going to talk about this down here, so we're going to start filling some of this in. But we're going to look up in a second, and then you're going to see what I was talking about above the. See down there, that used to be rice field. Now it's all sugarcane. But we have this. It's a little bit. I'm going to work on the top a little bit more, but it's a bit of a custom. Cliff face above sugarcane farm, right? Yeah, so we've got, as I mentioned, everybody's doing different crops. We got Ace is going to be doing sweet potatoes and potatoes, along with the chickens. Don't know who's going to do some of the other animals, but we're going to have a sheep farm and for wool and for mutton. I know mutton is just, for most people, it's a useless meat, but it's not really, because in this version there are animals that eat mutton, and you tame them and breed them with mutton, so that's all part of it. Been meaning to check out Exuma's new inventory mod. Um, yeah, you know what? Building a slime. I mean, you could do the whole piston and whatever, but that's an expensive way of doing it. And then doing a flying machine version of it. Honestly, it takes me 3 seconds to come over here and harvest a crop. So it's not a huge deal. Um, this here is now been modified. I'm going to cover that up and do a little bit more terraforming here. But this is for on the island when, if there's any of us need a villager, this is a villager breeder. It is the harbor master's office, because this is the harbor. And of course, we were just growing some trees here and farming some trees, which is perfect. This is a perfect setup for that. And then in here we have the villager breeder though. So pretty basic. You can just feed them whatever, and then they pop out down here, and then they come up through a minecart entrance and whatnot. So we got manatees floating around, quite a few of them. Don't really drop anything, which kind of sucks. And then I did start yesterday. Actually, I started building this. This is based on a mythical sausage design for a smithy. Is it supplementaries that had? Is it though? Let me see. I don't know if it was in here. I think there's a. It's this one right here. It's up. No, that's a feeding trough from Paradise Lost, different mod. Let's have a look at supplementaries. A lot of signs. The rich soil planters, those are kind of interesting, but yeah, I don't know if it's in here. There's a speaker block, they're kind of cool. These I wouldn't play with the pulley blocks. There's a lot I'm gonna do with the mine area that we have, the quarry. Um, don't take notes from me. I'm not that great of a builder, Poyo. I guess I'm okay. Wheat and flax. There's a flour box. Just checking to see what there is. Item shelves. They're a little bit different. Of course, these spikes are different. Hourglasses. Safe. A cage. Okay, that's interesting. Jars. I've used jars already. Trap black presents. Those are interesting. Trap present. I'm trying to see where it is. I don't know if it's in this one. The notice board. Different globe. The flax. I make a lot of stuff with flax. Yeah, I don't need the U. Just need to do my shift keys. So we'll do that one. So that's that way, and then you go this way. So this is what you can make with flax. You can make a sack. These are great. These are mini shocker boxes, basically, with 9 slots. And they break really slow. So, but they come in handy. And then there's daub, and then there's doormats and flax bales. That's what that's it. So for flax, but I know there is a mod that adds pet beds or animal beds, and I don't know how the feeding trough in Paradise Lost works, or if it works. But that will allow you, if that's the same way, if it's the same mechanic as some of the other um, mods like that, then the animals will automatically breed and feed from it. So that would, I'll play with that at some point, but I'm not there yet. So yeah, this build, as I said, it's going to be a smithy. So there'll be a 2-story part here with some beds that won't have any villagers really in it. This is going to be kind of walled off from the main part of the build. There'll be a door here. So when you come into the smithy, huh. So yeah, so you'll come out here into this yard. It'll be slightly walled off from the main thing. The main entranceway will be here. And then inside each of these will be one villager that will be in these little cubby holes. That will be a toolsmith, a weaponsmith, and an armorer. So your main smithies. Why did I put this here? That's simply because our iron farm is out there, which we will maybe eventually convert to a aggroed iron farm. So we put a zombie in there, make it a little bit faster and a little bit more efficient. But again, it's kind of an eyesore where it is, so I'm not really trying to think of something to do with that. Maybe put a anything I build around there has to be spawn proof so that the golems don't spawn on the whatever it is that I build. So I thought about adapting the lighthouse build originally for the breeder, but part of me has been thinking maybe if I can figure out a way to spawn proof that entire lighthouse build that I did last season on Jen Evers' base. So that will be an option for that. So yeah, there's been a lot of little minor changes on the server, at least in our area. I really haven't toured anybody else's, but it is kind of, make sure I didn't get any mail. So, but yeah, so we have expanded. We do have all the burbs. Just so people are aware, if you haven't bred these yet, they do not necessarily breed like 2 greens. Yeah, exactly. So I just need to get a zombie. I think while I was doing some cave exploration below the island, I think I did find a dungeon. Like, we have our skeleton farm, which is great. I think I did see an area that could have a zombie spawner. Ooh, yeah, I'm playing Minecraft. Why not? It's a game and it's fun and it's something we do. And I build lots of stuff and I'm creative at it. So I enjoy myself. Thank you. So yeah, but yeah, if I can trap a zombie and then get him. I flew over your tavern, and I think I actually took a peek on the inside of it at one point, but I don't think I was doing it on a live stream or on an episode. So, I mean, we can do that at some point, Angel. I mean, I want to be able to get on here during our Thursday streams and kind of go over with everybody on the SMP and just see what they're all working on and do an update and figure that all out. But for right now, like I've been spending so much time here just doing the basics of maintaining the farm area that I'm working on. I do have to help. I mean, when the girls get back on, I've got to help do some of the stuff over there. I got to finish doing some terraforming. I got to do that retaining wall for them so that they have a spot where they can build along the river. I think Jen's terraforming is now done. So she should be able to claim right up here on the mountain or on the hill. Hey, good morning, Plum. How you doing? Nice to have some people in here joining me. So yeah, she's got a spot here to do, because generally it looks like we're all claiming between 4 and 6, but I said, you know, you can kind of modify that as you need. So if she claims, if she claims here, 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 so that'll give her pretty flat land. If she wants to add a couple more off to the side as well, like do these as well, would be doable, which is fine. So we have Lorelei, we've got Malta, we've got Dag, we've got Jen, and then Ace will be over here, and then our market will be down here. So. Sorry, Angel. It's Nightbot. Yeah, it does that just so it will help me avoid some of the unnecessary posts. I mean, it's not like you jumping in and calling me a puff, which pretty rude and insulting. But for the most part, if it was someone I knew, it'd be a whole different story. But yeah, not really. Yeah, you got to be nice to the bot. Be nice to it. All right. So where are we at? All right. So let's go dig some more dirt, because that's generally what we're here to do. And yes, I got to stop eating it intentionally when there's people in the channel, so it gives you something to spend your channel points on. Make me eat. I will figure this road area out, because again, not quite done with the terraforming there, but I'm working on it. Oh, that's greatly appreciated, Plum. Just so everybody knows, not a necessary part of support. I mean, I always enjoy the support, but I mean, I like people to enjoy it. But yeah, if for those who are able watching, it really does help out what we are attempting to do at Deacon's Table. If you subscribe, definitely just do a follow. Makes the world of difference. Like and follow the videos as you see them. If you appreciate what it is that we're trying to accomplish, that makes the world of difference as well. Because it makes a difference with the algorithms. For those of you that are not overly familiar with streaming, and when it comes to getting your channel out there and getting it seen by others, that really plays a factor in it, and how many people are watching it. And come on, chicken, get out of the way. They're leaving their eggs everywhere. We were just talking about that. I think my entire egg collection has just come from wandering currently around the island and picking up pooped eggs. Pooped eggs. You sleep in the ritual room? When I'm doing the building like this, I'm pretty well sleeping in every room possible. Wherever I'm building, if I can find a bed nearby, that's where I'm at. Terraforming gets very tedious after a while, but I don't know. I'm gonna round off some of these edges, because I do not like. Most of my terraforming is 2 blocks deep. No, I do say most, because I have warned all those in my community that when they're building, please be careful. When when they're digging down around any of the island where I've been doing terraforming, because you might fall into a hole. Enjoy, Pollo. Don't get too stressed out in class. Have a good day. Yeah, I would say good luck to him as well, Plum. But knowing what little bit I know about Angel, there is luck really has nothing to do with that guy. He's pretty intense, and gets things accomplished that he wants to get accomplished. So, um, yeah, it's always a good thing. My college experience was very limited. Most of my experience came from different workforces, but I do have a college background in business administration and accounting. So that is my background when it comes to that, because I've owned several small businesses. But you know, I've owned a computer store in the past. I think that was my very no, that was my second business. My first business was a music management company, you know, called Top Hat Productions. And then I did the computer store called BizCom Computers, which, you know, I had a partner in that, and it kind of went sideways with the partnership. Um, you know, when you have have a partner who got his entire investment from his wife, and then cheated on her, kind of puts a little bit of a wrench in things. So, um, kind of ruins what you're attempting to do with a business. I don't know where else I can get dirt from other than going off island now. Oh, I guess there's more dirt over here I got to get rid of. Oop. Oh, yeah, I was filling that in. That's not getting rid of. It's over there I got to get rid of. Looks like I'm down into the quarry already. Oh, my word. And then I'm going to have to go start exploring the world outside of here. Or we got to definitely do some filling in. So this is going to be a little bit difficult here to do because this whole area has to be, this grass area, I want it sunk down in the desert, not raised up. So we're going to start leveling that out. Yeah, I forgot to ask you, Plum, because I know you had said to just ask when I ran out. That shocker you gave me earlier, well, the two shockers you gave me earlier didn't last very long. Um, as you can tell from what we've done on the island so far, it's yeah. I just every time I look at the overhead map and the main map that this used to all be treed, and now it's just the trees we've replaced back where we want them. So, yeah, we talked about that. We have the smithy house that's there. There's going to be lots of other houses scattered throughout our builds because as the road winds through the island, from anywhere from the quarry, which will probably have some masons near it, which would make sense. You know, and then there'll be whoever's doing the sheep farm. There'll probably be a shepherd's house nearby. And we're not going to do trading halls. Like we have our individual trading halls, like you've seen mine in the basement where I have all my main librarians just to provide the books that I need, even though they're not at reduced price, which I really should work on to get that price down. That's why I'm not picking up anything. My word. Did I? Yeah, I don't even have any torches on. Oh, yeah, I do. This shovel's going to break at some point, and I don't care. It's just not worth it to repair shovels. Costs a diamond unless it's enchanted. I have an enchanted shovel, but... So we've got to somehow make it so that the grass area dips down in the sand, which... not going to be easy. Yeah, and as for this area that I'm working on now, the Oasis Market, because the shopping district will be a bridge trip away over that direction. And it is getting dark, and I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to sleep over here without a mob killing me. So let's see if I can... Nope, not near yet. Come on, hit that horizon. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. And we should be good right now. There we go. Yeah, so I do have your shulker, Plum, and I have another empty shulker that might come in handy. I use the sacks a lot because I'm not doing any major gathering yet. Really, well, I should be. If it wasn't for people like you helping me out with dirt and things like that, I would be definitely needing shulker boxes to go and collect massive amounts of the dirt that I need. I need to check something here. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that this channel that is no copyright music has songs like Heathens as no copyright, which is interesting. Got a funny feeling. I mean, I've had done streams like this before from different sources that say it's no copyright, and you end up getting a strike on it anyway. Hopefully they're being honest, because again, it's a few times it's backfired and on me that you get a copyright strike and then they mute your video, which really sucks. So, oh, there was a thing trapped in there. Got all this junk just piling up in my inventory. Yeah, I do have. Did I kill you? Oh, you died on your own. I haven't started really crafting with the stuff that they drop yet. I haven't really started any of that stuff yet. So right now it's just been building primarily. That's all we're working on. Getting things set up for the rest of my community. And then, of course, in the very beginning, we were working at Starterville, helping out the server and any individuals that decided to come on and play. Which, come on, Shovel. I know you're going to break, so let's get it out of the way and break. And that noise is a little annoying, but it is what it is. Go back to bed for an hour? My goodness, Angel. Jeez. If I was, still doing school and I had an extra hour, I'd be on playing Minecraft now. Or doing something. Oh boy, I'm trying to figure this out. What the heck? What did you do? I don't know. It deleted the message, Angel. So whatever it is you did with all caps, you're pissing off Nightbot again, man. I don't know what to tell you. uh, oh, this is brutal. I didn't realize how much work this actual Oasis was going to be. I'm sure that, whoa, yeah. I should have hit him with a sword, but no. Now I do have an enchanted shovel. Which one is this one? The one with vein mining. Vein mining doesn't work for some reason. I think it's an incompatibility issue somewhere because I've used the vein mining mod before and it works fine. So there's some mod that's probably causing a conflict. I don't know why it's not working. Or maybe they've updated it recently and stopped it working. Yeah, I could be using my fortune one, I guess, with efficiency 2. Yeah, let's just switch to this for now. There we go. But this is something that I'd have to mend when it starts to... Efficiency 5 with a beacon would definitely be better, but I'm not there yet. I was gonna, speaking of which, Angel was on there. When you are around, Angel, I wouldn't mind buying some of those wither skulls off you, so I can do a whole. Well, yes, I will do a kill the wither trip to the end, to do a cheese kill for the wither. I could always go underground and do it, but that's. I do have an unbreaking villager now, but I think it's 30 some odd emeralds for a book because he's not zombified. So, and I have efficiency 4 book, but it's the same thing. It's very expensive. Most of my villagers are very expensive trades, and because my original farmer, yeah, exactly. My original farmer that I was using for my emerald trades, which was absolutely perfect because he was a zombified farmer. And I actually had him set up. He had 4 crops that he had, and I grew all 4 of those crops. So it was, like an emerald machine in the beginning for me. And then what ended up happening with that is those stupid bloody immortals showed up during a thunderstorm and took out my 1 iron golem and my farmer. And 2 other villagers that really didn't matter. So yeah, those were, that's a bit of a pain. I hate those things. Surprisingly, the weather on the server today has been good. Normally it's rain, 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 and more rain. And like yesterday I was on and I think I had 2 sunny days to work with while I was online playing. So yeah, it was just one of those things, right? I think my best bet after doing this little level here is going to be just to focus on the grassy area and take it down to a level that I think it should be at, which I want it at get rid of the beets. I think 1 above water, right? So 63, no, right here, 64. That's where I'm going to be at 64, I think, for the land mass. Yeah, it's raining. As long as I don't get thunderstorms, I'm okay. If it's thunderstorms, I need to run and hide because I don't like those guys. I've died too many times by their hands. Mind you, thanks to them, I do have 2 tridents. Or I guess I have 1 trident now. I combine the 2, so. I think it's nighttime anyway. See if I can sleep away the rain. I doubt it. So I didn't get rid of the rain, but at least it's brighter out. And because I'm a streamer, I do have a certain light mod in there where I can really crank up the brightness, but that can it's good for tours, but generally for playing, it's not a good idea because it really throws off your sense of, oh wait, I'm safe. No, you're not. So even though I do show block level, light level, there, if you see on the left hand corner under my mini map, it says BL right now, BL0. So technically, right where I'm standing, mobs can spawn here without issue. You know, so I gotta take this down 5 levels. My word. This where I'm at? Right here? Believe it or not, I'm below this. This is the level I want the Oasis at. Right here. Oh, 1 lower than this. Holy crap. Well, I think once I'm done all this, I should have probably a lot of dirt to do more. But I know I'm going to need more dirt. Just so you know, don't worry about that, Plum. That's for sure. I'm going to need lots because that one area over where the sugarcane farms are is an area that has to be filled in underwater, and that's a lot of terraforming. I know I've been working on that already, so keeping an eye on my shovel durability. I don't want to lose it. Pretty sure there's going to be caves I'm going to open up in here somewhere. And how I'm going to treat the ground, texture-wise or anything else, I really don't know. So what are we doing here stream-wise? So we've been doing, well, about 1 hour and 17 minutes. So I'm going to go a little bit longer and do a little bit more what I'm working on here. And then we will wrap up the stream. at some point. I'm not going to be. As I said, I don't do these relaxed plays very long, 1 or 2 hours, usually at most. Just something to kind of fill in so people can kind of see what I'm working on in between, um, you know, episodes. Because sometimes on Thursdays, our Thursday streams can be a little chaotic. Called fodder. Is it in there? Still in there now? Oh, supplementaries. So what is, you feed animals that, or you just put it in on the ground? Maybe, I don't know. You'll have to let me know how to use that, Poyo. Because I think for maintenance purposes, especially for someone that's going to be doing, we're trying to keep almost 99% of all of our farms aesthetic for the island, so it's going to fit in the builds. There is a lot of friggin' sand. You place the blocks and the animals will eat them. So you just place the blocks and eat them, and they. Oh, okay. Well, the dispenser would help, right? So I guess you could put an observer in, so that if once that block is gone, it would replace another one, right? Guess that would be a quick and easy way of doing it. I know a lot of people are going to hear this and go, "Oh, Bad Romance, this is Lady Gaga. It's copyright." This is not Lady Gaga. If anybody's wondering. The song itself is a copyright-free song, but it is not the Lady Gaga version. This is a cover. But we'll soon find out if this video ends up getting silenced. I will have to file a petition, because again, this is all copyright free music for streamers. It's one of the reasons why I stopped at one point using the services, because I remember the one time I actually paid for one of the, I think it was the OWN site, where I paid for streaming music. And I think right after doing it, I did a weekend of streaming and ended up with 4 copyright strikes. Just from, and meanwhile I paid for a service that was supposed to be copyright free music. So why not? Yeah, that's a lot of blocks I gotta take down. All right, let's just gather up some blocks here to see where I'm at. Because once my inventory is full, I think that'll be it for me. I have a lot of clearing here still to do. How am I doing? Oh, I got lots. Yeah, that's something I'm going to have to definitely try and use as the fodder. I also want to still try out that feeding trough that's in there as well, because if that has a similar function, I prefer something that looks more natural. Sometimes some of the additional stuff that mods can inject are a little OP, or a lot OP in some cases. You know, again, because the thing is too, there's different ways that people like to play Minecraft. you know, some people like to do the speed runs and get all the end game stuff as quickly as possible, and some people just like to go exploring and adventuring, and some people like caving and uh, yeah, vanilla animals. That I mean that would come in handy if I would have known about that at one point, but um, be nice if you could actually take the animals from the mods, you know, the critters and stuff. That would be. Yeah, you're the speedrun guy, Angel. We know. I think you've pretty well completed everything already this season, and we've only been at it for a couple weeks. I can't do stuff like that. Like, one, I'm not good enough at the game to speed run pretty much anything. Um, because as much as I speed run, there are parts of the Nether. It'd be different with the original Nether if it wasn't better Nether. But with better Nether and especially better End, as soon as I get to those dimensions, I'm pretty well at a standstill. Yeah, I mean, I've done the End. I've beaten the dragon. I've gone out and done End City runs. In the past, I've built an Enderman farm before, and for me, as a person who's terrified of heights, I probably don't have to tell you how long that actually took me to do stuff like that. Oh, yeah. So now we're starting to get holes, which I don't mind because I'm digging down there anyway. I just don't want to fall in one. Man, these things are everywhere under in the ground. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I mean I like to build right from the start. And that's why I like SMP play, because there are always people like yourself. Um, good lord, who just, I mean, you speed run and then you have access to all these blocks, and then I can buy blocks from people like yourself who speed run it, so that I have something to use in my builds. And that's always important. And I know a lot of people are like that. I mean, I used to spend so much time going out, and for me, it would take forever to do enough exploration and working in the end and the Nether to get the blocks that I needed before I started building. Uh, and that's not the fun part for me. I like to build. I like to, I like to create things, and that's and get better at it. I mean, I remember my very first time. I used to watch my son play Minecraft, which is, by the way, is Ghastly Gengar is my son. Years ago, he started playing when Minecraft first came out, and he was quite um, well versed in the actual game, and it was pretty insane. To be honest with you, with the stuff he used to do, and I used to be mesmerized by watching him build. And then he kind of gave up on it for years, and I didn't really do a lot of video gaming per se at the time, and that's just me. Um, but years later, now that I'm retired, decided, along with my Dungeons and Dragons streams, I figured, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give Minecraft a try, because I was a Lego builder when I was a kid, and that was one of my favorite things in the whole world, was to build Lego, and figured why not. So I started doing it, and then we started streaming it, and just ever since it's been fun, and just crafting and creating and building, and just I get excited about knowing where things are, because, as I said, we've got one road planned out there, which might also come in behind Dag's property as well. We're going to go over to this area, which is Ace's probably the road, but we also need an entrance to the quarry, which is here in the lower left corner of that chunk. The lower left corner right over here is where the entrance to the quarry is. So we'll have the road going to there, and then probably going off and having an entrance to Ace's spot over here. So, and then the road will most likely split off and come down into our market, and then across to the bridge going across. I think we're gonna have a stopover on this island as well, or not even island. I think it's a continent. Actually, I think it is an island. It is ice up top as well, if I remember correctly, but not 100% sure. We'll figure that out. But yeah, anytime you're working on something, Poyo, and you want a hand with a building project, I said I can't really help you with redstoning and stuff, but I can definitely help you with building stuff. Again, I'm not the greatest builder, but I think I've come a long way from the very first days at times I've loaded up Minecraft and played. Started off with a stick house, and and that's why, again, our Deacon Stable community have all different levels of builders. Some are more experienced than others, and everybody's learning. And so far, like this season, I've seen huge improvements from Lorelei Redfern and Malta Starlight, and probably the biggest improvement I've noticed is with Dag7's builds. Just phenomenal, the thought process that she's putting into a lot of her projects this season. The one that she did at Starterville was kind of a nice little cabin in the woods, haunted cabin in the woods. This episode, she's working on this. It's palm wood with spruce accents. Keeping it within theme, because the main woods that we're using on the island are the woods that this island produced, and that was spruce, oak, birch, palm, and Zelkova. Now the Zelkova we're going to keep to the Zelkova forest. Everything else we're just kind of mixing throughout. She decided to use palm wood because it is a really nice contrasting wood. We are still working with Lorelei on her. She likes colors and vibrant color, and that's fine. It's the same thing as you're in a city and you have a house that fits in well with the neighborhood, but it's got a bright yellow door, or it's got these pink flower boxes or something like that as an accent. So she's experimenting with colored tinted glass windows and doing these corner pieces. So I'm going to kind of work with her a little bit this season as well to see what we can do with that. But yeah, we got to continue this road too. Might do that this week, so maybe that'll be my next stream. It won't be tomorrow, because tomorrow is our D&D stream, as I think many of you know. It is a final episode of Southern Expanse, which is our pirate-themed 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons stream that we run. It's a homebrew campaign setting, so it is not published D&D Worlds. It is using the 5th edition system, which we are kind of in the works of changing that around for the future, but not for right now. So our Southern Expanse fits into our campaign setting of Oyala Endor, which is Elvish for Foreverland. It is a demi-plane of existence, and that's all been... Okay, let's get some of this stuff unloaded. I don't know why that sword's sitting in there. Oops. Keep putting crap in there, and I'm not needing to. Fingers are moving too fast. This is originally only supposed to be gravel and sand in this chest, but I had to put normal dirt in there because this one was starting to fill up with coarse dirt and soul soil and all the rest of that stuff, and mud. Yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting the blocks together that we need. And let's get our cobblestone. And it looks like we just timed it perfectly to come in here at nighttime. And yeah, we got lots of horns. Anybody want a Ravager horn? You can start a raid. Don't start a raid on my island, though, please. Not yet, anyway. I think we need a raid spot, a raid town. That's purposely set up for that. Old school. Not an automatic AFK raid farm, because those are, I'm sorry, those can be a little OP. But anyway, guys, it's been fun. Thanks for watching me and tuning in and sharing. Just a little over about an hour and a half of your time this morning. As I I got cold coffee now. Good word. I might have to. No, I'm not even gonna bother reheating. I'm just gonna drink cold coffee. So yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. Do a little dance. So anyway, guys, I will be streaming tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Southern Expanse. If anybody's interested in watching our final episode of that 5th edition stream, I will also be announcing a brand new 5th edition stream that'll be coming up soon. I'll be announcing that tomorrow, and then Thursday nights, as you know, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. We do have the official VeeCraft SMP stream that we do. We are on to episode 4, I believe, already with that one, or maybe it's 5. I have to keep tabs on that and figure out where we're at. But I will be bringing in some brand new streams as well very, very soon. We're going to do Project Ascension on Wednesday evenings. And that Project Ascension is a classless World of Warcraft. So we're going to do some streaming for that. And then Saturday, earlier days, starting at probably around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing a world building stream with DknBluez. So where I will kind of go through step by step some of the processes of building a unique world. And of course, I'll be using Oyala Endor as some of the examples on how to do it. So sharing online resources and such with the community, so you kind of get a feel for how I do it. Map making, I might cover some actual physical map making tools and tricks, or just focus digital. So we'll see how that plays. But anyway, guys, it's been fun. I've been on here for, as I said, about an hour and a half, and just getting a little bit accomplished. Really enjoying this little island area right now, or at least this part of the island, and we're working on the rest. So yeah, thanks for joining me, Josh, Angel, Plum. You guys are wonderful and nice to keep me company. Appreciate that. So yeah, it's gonna be a great week, guys. So be excellent to one another, and of course, when you're playing games, because we all like to play games, be sure that you are playing safe. Bye for now, guys.